Hi. Hey. All right, so today I just want to briefly talk about how I rewired my mind. Yes, you heard that right. Like, I uncalled it. I uncalled it of bad habits, and that happened in 2016, 2017, 2018. Those are the times of rewiring that I had. And I was born into a Christian home, so it's not like I didn't have a good understanding of who God is and what He can do for us, and godly habits and all of that. But somehow, I had my own fair share of ups and downs. But by 2016, 2017, I said, no more. I'm going to stay with this God and I'm going to be a good person. And that was exactly what I did. Fortunately for me, I also heard a sermon at the time by my brother during Bible study. So it was just very few of us in church. The sermon was so powerful that the general overseer of our church at the time told him to preach it again on Sunday. And I was so excited because it's completely transformed me. So, what was the first thing I did? After I heard that sermon about a new heart, about God helping us to lay proper foundation, I knew I didn't want to live my life based on that foundation that I laid earlier, and I needed to relay a new one. And instead of patching up things, I didn't want to patch up things. I needed to actually do it properly, and that was exactly what I did. So when people go to bed in the night, I sit back in my father's sitting room back then, and then I start to analyze, when you were in primary school. Thankfully for me, I remembered my childhood. So when we were in primary school, why were you doing this? Why were you doing that? And at that point, I discovered a lot of things that I did that were from fear, that were just from several things that there were just a lot. And you know what I did? I said, all right, if this is it, then I'll no longer be this person, right? So I went back in time, analyzed myself. I wasn't lying to myself. I told myself the absolute truth. The absolute truth. I opened up my wounds. I needed to heal them properly, not patching them. Do you understand? Not patching. You cannot afford to patch. If you know that there are flaws, just open up yourself to yourself. You really do not need a counselor, but if you want to go to a counselor, feel free. If that is going to work for you, please do feel free, and that was exactly what I did. I opened up myself, and then I now started like choosing to become the opposite of those things that I said I don't want anymore. So I was intentionally doing them. I don't know if this is a rule, but they usually say that any habit that you want to build, do it for 7 days consistently, and then it becomes a part of you, right? And that was what I did. I was just very, very ready to become a new person, to work on a new character, to build my house, to build my life on a new foundation. And that was how it happened, guys. That was how it happened. I completely transformed. I completely became a new person. And my mind started working in a different way. I started listening to a new set of people, started reading my Bible in a different manner, started hearing from God, and from then it has been from glory to glory. Glory to Jesus. Yes. Okay, so that's exactly what I think you should do as well. If you think that you've been patching up things, you need to stop patching up things. Trust me. You need to stop patching up things. You need to open yourself to yourself. Sit down with yourself. Have a conversation. I'm jealous of this person. I no longer need to be jealous of this person. I envy this person. I have low self-esteem. I have this and this and this and this. All those things that you have, just write them down. Write them down and begin to do the opposite of those things. You can check out what triggers them. How did you get there? Was it someone who introduced you to them? Was it someone that said something and made you feel like, oh, you're not this? All of those things, write them down and then begin to do the opposite. You don't need to tell anybody. You just keep rewiring yourself. Just keep rewiring yourself. Before you know it, you're going to get into the full bloom of your transformation, and all the glory is going to be to God. So let me know if you'll be able to do this. I would have offered to be accountability partner, but I'm not sure I can do that. So just open yourself to yourself. If you need a counselor, yes, please feel free to do that. Maybe in your church, workplace, wherever you can find one, and enjoy, have fun. But ensure you do that, become a new person, purposely become a good person. Then now start to build your life on the new character that you have formed. Don't patch things. No, don't patch things. Ensure that you have a solid foundation, because if a house that has a bad foundation is going to come crashing, whether 40, whether 50, whether 60, is going to come crashing. And that's why even at 60 years of age, some people are just completely confused, because all along they've been patching and patching and patching and patching and patching and patching up things. No, do not patch up things. Rewire your mind, come into a new transformation, and become a new person, and stay, stay in that new transformation, and see you become the absolute best of yourself. Till I come your way again, my name is Iyanu Olua. Bye.